Mermaid guys, this is Belinda and I'm bringing today, or I'm sharing with you today, a spell. It's kind of a shadow work spell because it's for my own family, and this is a wonderful spell to work on teenagers or people going through hard times, people with anger issues, people that have a lot of things going on in their life, especially teenagers at some point. Let me put this down. Especially teenagers have a lot going on at school, at home, etc. Teenagers find it more difficult, and some adults as well, to cope with certain things going on in your life, and so a lot of times you get angry. And this goes for a lot of people. You know, you don't have to be a teenager to be an angry person or not to know how to deal with issues. I mean, we all get angry. I get angry. But as you get older, you tend to know how to project that anger. You find out what is making you angry and you do something about that. Okay, so you project it. You either fix it or project it to the right direction to where it should be projected. It's very hard for younger people, especially teenagers, to do that, and this is why I did this. My children are going through some issues right now still, and it's making them very angry. What they have to be going through, because it is an unnecessary thing. To them, it feels like they're not being heard, and I completely understand them. To them, it feels like the people that are directly around them do not care. So in that sense, they feel like no one's listening to them. So it gets them angry. They get angry inside. They don't know how to project it. And that's something that hurts a mother. It hurts me to see my children hopeless, or feel hopeless, and feel like nobody cares because no one is listening to them. No one really can give a crap of what they want and what they feel. To me, that's all that matters. My children are the most important thing in my life. I live for my children. So with that being said, I've created a spell that people can use for yourself if you're a very angry person, or if you're someone that is an emotional person, someone that can't really ground their feet. This is a wonderful spell. It's very, very easy, and it's very beautiful. Okay, this, more than anything, is going to be made with a mother's love. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you the ingredients that I'm doing. I'm gonna begin to enchant my work so I can concentrate. I have a blue candle for calming and giving peace and healing. That's what this is. This candle has engraved their names, their birthdays. It has engraved the word love, peace, harmony, tranquility, happiness. To that, the herbs that I'm using is angelica root. I'm using fennel seed, lemon verbena, peppermint, lavender. I'm using angelica flowers, chamomile, angelica root. If I haven't mentioned that already, those are the herbs that I'm using. Okay? If you don't have all that, remember, this is a spell from a mother's love. With all your heart, you're gonna do this. With all your energy, you're gonna focus in on what you want the desired effect to be, to bring happiness, to let that anger go. That's what we want. We take our candle, and the oils I will be using in the palm of my hand. Is my peace oil, which I have available as well. Okay. Now, this is something that you don't have to see. So, this is a mother's love. With a lancet, a medical lancet. This is no blood sacrifice that we're sacrificing an animal or anything like that. A lancet. You do this in the doctors. Mixed with the oil. A mother's love. Remember, this is a mother's love, bringing happiness and bringing peace to her children, removing all negative energies that are around my children. I'm going to add my herbs on my candle. I've already enchanted all of my herbs. I'm going to add some to the base of my candle holder, which is a pink Himalayan salt candle holder. My herbs are in there. I'm burning some of my herbs on my charcoal. And hold the pictures above them. By the way, my children asked for this spell to be done because my children are believers as well. They've been raised in the knowledge of all religions, and they are their own person, and they choose to follow my belief system because they see that there is results, and this is the one that they feel comfortable with. If at any point they want to be something else, they can with my full support. Put that bubble of light around my children. Love and protection. Calm their mind and their spirit. Calm their mind and their spirit. As you do this spell, I want you to imagine a pink light, a blue light, a white protective light around your children or around the person you're doing it. If it's around you, then you would do that. This candle is now going to burn in front of their portrait with a rose crystal in front of it. Matches. Like I said, this is a very beautiful, calming candle. At this point, I would suggest that you chant a prayer or a chant or whatever you want to call it, an incantation for the person that you're doing this for, and bring in and call in on what exactly it is that you need around them. I need protection, love, harmony. I need for them to release all of that anger that they've held in their heart for these last few months because what's been going on. I want them to release it and to give it out, to be thrown into the universe, to be released completely and away from them. I'm going to shut this off. I wanted to share this with you. I'm going to continue enchanting my work and placing this where it's going to go. Once it's done, the remnants I will bury in my front garden. If you don't have a garden, you could do it if you have an apartment in a potted plant somewhere beautiful, in a beautiful park and a beautiful tree, something like that. Somewhere where there's beauty, somewhere where it's growth. You can also throw it in a river to cool off the anger, to let it go if it's for yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this very simple video on releasing anger for teenagers and grounding yourself. Many blessings.